What's up, my peeps? Time for a brand new episode of WWE Mayhem, and in today's episode, we got another big reveal. We got another big announcement. If you guys missed the last episode, I went over two big announcements that Reliance Games posted up for the upcoming Summerslam update. The first one being the addition of 3 versus 3 matches. So 6-man tag team matches are coming to Mayhem, where you've got 3, superstars on your side taking on 3 opponents. And then on top of that, they also went ahead and posted up a little teaser for one of the brand new superstars for the SummerSlam update. If you guys don't know, we knew that 2 superstars would be coming, a technician and a wildcard, because they posted that up a while back on the community page. And since then, we've all been speculating, and for a good while, a lot of us thought it would be the B team. Well, with the teaser that they posted up yesterday, that pretty much canceled out the possibility of the 2 brand new superstars being Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, the brand new tag team champions, because the hint that they posted was a poster that said the word heat, and on top of that, there was another word, but the majority of the word was scribbled out with some like orange ink or whatever, but you could tell that it was supposed to say Latino heat. And if you checked out the Instagram post of that same poster and the hashtags on there, they had Guerrero and also Eddie Guerrero as hashtags, pretty much confirming that for the SummerSlam update, we're getting Eddie Guerrero. And today, speaking of Eddie Guerrero, we got some footage of Eddie Guerrero, both his finishers, his strike types, and also a small little video animation of the Eddie Guerrero character model in the game. And I've got to say, I really like the character model for Eddie. It really looks like Eddie. It's a good character model. But that's not the only thing that we got today. In fact, we got the reveal for the second superstar, the Wildcard superstar, and who it is. And I've got to say, this is the biggest surprise reveal yet, because no one saw this coming. Nobody thought, oh, this would be, one of the 2 superstars for the upcoming SummerSlam update. I've seen people try and guess who it is. I've seen guesses like Edge. I guessed Edge myself early on, and then Bo Dallas, Drew McIntyre. Even recently, when, Eddie Guerrero was confirmed, people were like, oh, then maybe the second superstar would be Chavo. I believe Henry in the comment section was like, oh, well, maybe, the second superstar, the wildcard, is going to be Chavo Guerrero then, so it's still a tag team. But yeah, it's none of those superstars. I didn't see a single person guess who it actually ended up being, and it took me by surprise, and I know it took pretty much everybody by surprise who the wild card actually is. So I'll go over the wild card reveal in just a few, but first let's go ahead and check out the brand new Eddie Guerrero gameplay footage showing his strike type and also both his finishers. Alright, so as with all the other finisher videos, it starts off with the strike type, but usually they showcase the medium attacks, so the ones that you trigger by swiping the screen. In this case, they're actually showcasing Eddie's light attacks, and these light attacks belong to the medium striker, so not the quickest, but not the slowest either, so like the Bray Wyatts, the Jeff Hardys, and the Ric Flairs of the game. Anyways, moving on, we see right here, this part is a bit interesting. In the thumbnail in this picture, you see him wearing the I'm Your Papi t-shirt, and also he's got red tights instead of the black tights that we just saw in the gameplay. So maybe this is the 4-star version of Eddie Guerrero, maybe the 4-star version, if there is a 4-star version. I do hope there is one. Maybe the 4-star has the I'm Your Papi t-shirt, because if you look at the other 4-star versions of superstars, they tend to have t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, this and that, basically, entrance attire or entrance accessories and such. So if there is a 4-star, then maybe this is how the 4-star is going to look. Or this could just be like a promotional pic, and we don't actually see this attire in the game, because we've also seen the Usos in a picture with their Day One-ish t-shirt, I believe, and we haven't seen that in the game. Moving on, it's finisher time, and the first one I think everybody expected for Eddie Guerrero, and that is the Frog Splash. They're calling it the Jackknife Splash, and right off the bat, what I like about this one is that it's different from the regular splash in the game. It's not the same animation. I actually went ahead, for comparison's sake, went ahead and checked out some of my old recordings, or not so old recordings, but recent recordings, and compared the two, and they're definitely different. This one has a lot higher elevation, and on top of that, he stands right up afterwards which is not part of the regular frog splash. So it's not like a situation like the sharpshooter in the game, where like all the sharpshooters are the same except for the taunt afterwards for Bret Hart and Sting. And just to show you guys the differences here, here's a clip of the normal frog splash in the game, and here's a clip of Eddie Guerrero's jackknife splash. It's not just the taunts that make it different, but also the way he executes the move. Now on to his second finisher, it ended up being the lasso from El Paso. See, I was like, it's either going to be the Three Amigos or lasso from El Paso, or at least I thought so, and it ended up being the lasso from El Paso, which I'm fine with. I've been cool with this or Three Amigos, so I'm happy with both of Eddie's finishers, and now that makes it so he's got a normal finisher in the jackknife splash, and also a submission finisher in the lasso from El Paso. So yeah man, cool moveset, I like it. And something else that I noticed from this video is they're using Jericho to show off Eddie's moves, which is the exact same opponent that I used when I was showing off some of Eddie's moves in that All-Stars footage from yesterday's Mayhem episode. I wonder if that's a big coincidence or if it's done on purpose. I'm thinking it's a coincidence. So what do you guys think about all of this? I love Eddie's finishers. The only thing that would have made it a bit better is if Eddie had the quick strikes, then I think he would have been perfect. But also, we still have to see what his abilities are going to be. So hopefully he also has some good abilities. And also, it's not just the abilities that are important, but how the abilities are triggered. Personally, I prefer the abilities that get triggered from something that you do as opposed to having to rely on the opponent doing something. So for instance, the opponent landing 10 strikes. I don't like those type of abilities, but I like the types where if you hit 10 strikes, then the ability gets triggered, or if you go ahead and hit a signature move or a charge attack or whatever, then the ability gets triggered as opposed to the opponent hitting that same move or special attack or whatever. And also stats wise, I hope that he's a good superstar, that he has a good amount of health, a good amount of power, a good rating, because it's Eddie Guerrero. Eddie's a legend, a former WWE champion, so yeah, I do hope that he gets good stats, and the reason why I bring that up is because a lot of the superstars, or recent superstars that were added into the game, a lot of them stats-wise were on the lower end, but this is Eddie though, so I'm expecting and hoping that he gets some good stats. Now, one other thing is they did post up a short little video where you see the Eddie Guerrero character model doing his taunts, and like I said earlier, I really like the character model. It looks really accurate, looks like Eddie Guerrero. Big Show is also another character model in the game that I think really looks like the Big Show. To me, those two character models are among the best in terms of looking like, you know, the actual superstar the most. But anyways, now on to the newest superstar that was announced today for the upcoming SummerSlam updates. So we know Eddie Guerrero, he's a technician. Who's the wildcard? We found out today, and it was totally unexpected. So pretty much everybody by surprise. I mean, this superstar wasn't even at the bottom of my list of superstars that I thought would be the wildcard. He wasn't on the list because I didn't expect him at all. But anyways, let me go ahead and read this tweet to you guys. The International Clown Week might have just gotten over, but the party is just beginning. You'll soon bring on the mayhem with Doink the Clown this SummerSlam with this short little video of Doink the Clown's, you know, character model in the game. So this is a surprise. Doink the Clown is not, you know, a main eventer, but I actually like this. This isn't a serious character. This isn't Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, not a, you know, serious main eventer. This is just a silly character, silly, you know, superstar. And I like it because of that. Just the fact that we're going to be able to play as Doink the Clown, you know, an actual clown in the game, I'm looking forward to it. I like silly characters being added as well as serious characters. So, hey, looking forward to the finisher video, or the showcase video for Doink the Clown as well. I'm thinking one of his finishers has to be the whoopee cushion, which is the top rope senton that he used to do. So yeah, a brand new technician in Eddie Guerrero, and now we've actually got gameplay footage of him. And by the way, if you guys want to check out the finisher video uninterrupted without, you know, any commentary or slowdowns and this and that, I will link the actual original video from Mayhem's channel in the description box. And the wild card is Doink the Clown. But that's not all in terms of news. You see, according to the main menu right now of the game, in just a couple of hours, when the SummerSlam Highlights event comes out, we will get a brand new arena. It says a new arena opens up. Ready? So if that's the case, I'm looking forward to it. Really curious to see what they do with the SummerSlam arena. I really liked what they did with the Mattel arena, the Legends arena, Hall of Fame arena. I like the look of that. And actually, that is my favorite arena in the game, more than the WrestleMania one. So really curious to see and interested to see the SummerSlam arena and what they do with that, how that looks. So that is pretty much it for this episode of Mayhem. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. You guys reached and surpassed the 220 likes goal that I set for the last video, so I really appreciate that. With that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.